Hello, everyone, and welcome to another wild Wednesday with the Couch Potato Queens here on the Survivor Chat. And we are hopping tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Maureen. Hello, Jelly Donuts. We got too close to a Chanel boot tonight, is correct.
Yeah.
But let's do the roundup real quick. First, we have Detroit's premier queen of mean, Miss Alex Meitz. How are you doing, baby?
I'm doing so good. I got a permanent bracelet today, so I'm terrified because I can never take it off.
What is a permanent bracelet?
This bracelet got welded onto my wrist.
Wow.
Somehow feels more permanent than a tattoo. I'm living my best life.
It could break.
It looks pretty
You could
delicate.
just like rip it off.
Oh, I know, but it's still like just the permanence, you know?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe.
It's a vibe.
Also,
Symbolic.
I'm just jealous.
hello to Ken. Hey, Batch. As
Hi.
well as Survivor newbie Mary. How are you both doing?
I'm doing great tonight. I have curly hair and I passed the test yesterday. So I'm just like flying high.
Congratulations! That's a huge
Thanks.
A+
deal.
work over here.
Thanks.
A+ work
Yeah.
over here.
And Mary, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Super duper. High vis and ready to go. Let's do this.
Yeah, you are. We can see you, baby.
Yeah, we matched tonight too.
Yeah, right? Lumber slits.
Also, a quick
Lumber
hello-
sluts. I love it.
A quick hello to Madame Caliente and Calvin as well. Thank you for joining us. And finally, the Couch Potato Queen's resident short king, who I'd like to point out has watched 2.5 seasons of Survivor since our show last week.
Oh, my.
Alec, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Just wrapping my brain around everything. Yeah, I'm a little Survivor now.
Oh my God.
Survivor today as I continually binging Survivor. Yeah,
Alec,
are you
what
okay?
seasons have you watched?
I started with 7 Pearl Island.
Best
Then,
one.
and then I did 8, the original All Stars.
Work.
I'm
Okay.
currently on China 15.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
You're doing the right thing.
I know.
So the path we are taking.
Why that
Alec is
secret
getting
on there?
fans now. So, like his haircut, he did it himself.
Hey,
no.
Mary wants to know why those ones.
Yeah, why
so do
those
I.
particular seasons?
So the best seasons of all time are 16, Micronesia,
Mhm.
and 20, which is Heroes versus Villains All-Stars season.
You're not watching either of those.
Not
They're
yet.
on my list.
They're on the list.
I gotta
Oh,
work.
okay.
So
Yeah,
the
no.
order that we are doing is 7, 8, 15, 16, and then 18 through 20.
Yes.
And so, Mary, what this does is it gives you most of the cast of characters that are going to be on Heroes versus Villains.
Oh,
Ah.
You're really setting yourself up
for cycle of
Mhm.
drama.
Ooh, how
Very-
organized.
Very
Because
strategic.
you loop in 2 All-Star seasons when you're on that track. And so even though you aren't watching all of their individual seasons, you
Right.
know enough of the All-Stars coming in. So
Right. I
I
can
did
tell that
see
you're in
that.
logistics.
I
I
did
think
choose
so,
7 on my own. I did some research online and I decided to start. And then he noticed I was doing a watch through and we consulted with Josh for
mhm.
a solid list.
Hashtag free Josh. We don't know where he is. He's missing.
No. You saw him yesterday.
It's like the encyclopedic knowledge of this show that just laid down with so much casual like finesse.
Oh, thank you.
So turned on a little bit.
Stick around, Mary.
Ooh.
There's more where that came from.
I'm like, I don't even have that much of it. Like Josh is the one. It's wild. We've played this game before with Josh where you can shout out like a season and an episode number, and he can tell you exactly what happened on every single episode of Survivor.
Like
It's
who went home, what the challenge was, what the drama was. Like,
Mhm.
That's wild.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
yeah. There are 42 seasons of this show.
Josh knows them all.
You know that there are 42 seasons of my life.
Ooh,
Really?
no.
Jeff Groby.
Oh, that's fun.
Actually, no, that'd be 42 times 4, right? So that'd
No,
be, yeah,
no.
there's seasons. There's 4
Yeah,
seasons.
there's 4 seasons. Seasons
Semantics.
of love.
Semantics.
42 revolutions
Anyway.
around the sun. Anyway.
Okay, but before we get into the episode, I get million texts a lot, but like, are you spilling tea all day, a night?
He talks a lot. I would
Yeah,
be
I'm
like
sure
Jonathan
that's
in this
as
situation
well.
for sure.
Yeah. Before we get into the episode, though, please, folks, remember to subscribe to our channel, like this video, leave a comment below. It helps us out so much. I want to involuntarily vomit every time I ask you, so stop me from having to ask you and just do it. Thank you. Anyway, moving on. So, quite the episode tonight. Not totally unexpected what went down in the end, but certainly some twists throughout. So we kick it off. Drea finds the idol.
Finally.
Finally.
Yeah.
She finds the third sort of mix and match idol. Was she the one you were hoping for on the Blue Tribe, on Ika? Ken and Mary, how did y'all feel about Drea being the one to find the idol?
I was okay with it. I was kind of hoping it would be more Romeo, but at least Romeo is with Drea, so he kind of like gets to piggyback off of it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was funny that they were like, oh yeah, it's been a while. Maybe we should go look for the idol before we merge. Oh yeah, we should probably go do that sometime.
Now they're best of friends.
I
thought
loved
that was cute.
Romeo's. I loved Romeo's whole zhuzh though about like, I love working with strong women, and so it's an honor. And a
I thought
privilege
Mary was gonna cry when he was talking about that.
Oh my God, Mary, who are you? Me?
Listen,
I'm
bought
the
right into
crier.
that, and then I brought into that, and then Ken was like, "Mary, pay attention. She's like, you were not a survivor. You would not survive."
Mhm.
Because I bought that, and then he would have eaten me alive.
Alec, you were saying that you.
Oh, I take the title of crier. No one takes that title from me.
You have a Couch Potato Queen's cry off to
Oh.
see.
I will win. I'm already tearing up just thinking about crying.
It depends what show.
It definitely depends which show.
I think Survivor, I think I could stay pretty dry-eyed, but I don't know.
I'm
Put on
crying
like
right
Married
now.
at First Sight, I'm crying through the whole goddamn thing.
Oh,
Good to know.
I watched that
Good
with
to
you
know,
too.
Ken.
I cry at the chef shows mostly.
The chef.
Ooh, the
Master
chef
Chef
is-
Junior, I'm down for the count.
I'm going back through Teen Mom OG right now, and there is not a dry eye in sight.
She's a teen and a mom.
It's so hard to be both.
Or
I
they're
mean,
like a
everyone's
bitch,
crying
and
when
it's just
chicken
really
plays
sad to see how
piano
they
on
treat
Next Got
people.
So, okay, so Alec Chicken playing a piano is like automatic waterworks. We've got
Animal
Teen Mom
things.
OG. We've got just a particularly good drag race runway for Alex.
Oh
It's
yeah.
a fragile bunch. Anyway,
Fragile.
Alex,
Passionate.
Alex, is this a new do? A new color?
Oh
for
yeah, I
Jennifer?
did. I dyed my hair. There's some red in it now.
Mhm.
Thank you.
While we're chatting, Alex, who were you hoping found the idol on the Blue Tribe?
Okay, so favorites wise, Romeo. Chaos wise, Rocks.
Ooh.
But hear me out. Hear me out. How chaotic would it have been hearing Roxroy try to finagle that phrase into the tribal? It would have been so awkward and clunky and just like excellent TV.
I hear you on that. But we get to the challenge itself, and the idols are activated. We got like 5 minutes of Mike being like, "No, I'm just gonna wait it out. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be nothing." And then he like could not have made himself more obvious at that challenge, saying he said it twice.
Said it
I have
3
something to
times.
say. I have something to say.
Done.
Excuse me.
Done.
The
That's okay.
game of soccer is delicate. I don't remember what his phrase was.
I used to be a soccer coach, so let's preface it with a lie.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I used to be a soccer coach, and I think the game of soccer is so elegant, it brings a tear to my eye. And if you didn't hear me, he said it one more time.
That was
I have
horrible.
a question for the group, though, and everybody in the chat. Do you think that it was a smart move of him to do this now? Or do you think he lost his advantage by being anonymous with his idol?
Ken and Mary, what are your thoughts? Y'all take it first.
I liked that he was going to save his idol for the merge. I thought that was smart. And I thought that if he was almost there already, so he may as well just keep it going. Everyone on his tribe knows he has it. So he's already lost that advantage. So keep what advantage you have and wait for the merge. I thought that was smart.
Agreed. Circle gets the square. I'm telling you, because what advantage did he give himself now, right? Like, what does he gain really over the anonymity of, like, he had so many more options if he just stayed quiet.
Well, what Madame Caliente is saying is that, yes, it's good he had his idol because someone voted for him at Tribal today. So if he would have not had...
But we know who it was, Chanel. And we don't know why she did.
It was Chanel?
It was Chanel. We watched it. We watched the playback of the credits. We don't know why Chanel did
that's
it.
right.
But he said that he was loyal to her at the end, specifically to Chanel. He's like, I didn't vote for you. Like, I was loyal to you. So I'm like, does he know? Or are they going to pin it on Daniel? Like,
I don't think, well, he doesn't know because he said to her, like I was true, but somebody voted for me. And so if you're saying somebody, like, you don't think it's that person.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I
forgot they show you who wrote the votes at the end.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sam and Alec? Do you think that he should have kept his idol a secret from the other tribes until merge? Because just for context, we know that the merge is next episode. So I don't know if they know that.
But they know that it's coming. I mean, it's every season Survivor. No, I know that Alec loves a chaos player.
I do.
So, I mean, do you think?
I do, but, like, I think just, like, strategically thinking, just, like, playing out the gate here on it, if he wouldn't have, he would have still not had the ability to vote, right?
Yes. So that is one advantage, is Mike gets his vote back.
Which I think was very important tonight. I mean, we saw it was a tie vote tonight. We're down to a smaller knit cluster. I think he had to have his ability to vote. The longer you hold out on that, I don't know.
But he would have been, no, it would have been a straight. Well, okay, because who do we think? Because Mike voted for Daniel. So if Mike hadn't activated his idol, Chanel would have gone home tonight.
Right.
So y'all can't complain if you want to keep Queen Chanel around. Because that is how that went down, honey.
I think that it's good that he activated his idol, because going into the merge, that is a valuable piece of information that the three have against Mike at this point, to say, we know where the idol is. Let's flesh this idol. I'm going to flip on my tribe. Let's turn on Mike and flesh the idol. If he's open about it, that gives him the power and him the narrative, and takes away a potential move for the other three people in the tribe in the merge. So I think he made a really good split decision right there.
I think the weird thing with this idol, with them having those phrases to say and stuff, like, potentially everyone knows you have an idol.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Unless they're dumb.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, honestly,
everyone knows who has an idol going into this merge.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, like, there's gonna be clearly a lot of blindside votes. There's gonna have to be. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, I guess. But
well, because Marianne's tribe does not know about hers, correct?
No, they even mentioned today, Omar mentioned today that he's like, I'm pretty sure Marianne has an idol and an extra
and
vote.
She's got the extra vote.
They don't know for sure.
They don't know for sure. And Drea did not tell many people on her tribe either. No. So it really comes down to who knows that this is a twist, because we've never seen this specific twist on Survivor before.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they aren't expecting this.
both are going into this twist blind.
So they just know that people are being super weird at challenges. They're like, why do people keep saying this weird stuff?
Specifically, people they don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I think that it sucks. It's hard. They do potentially know, and now that it's out there, depending on who knows about the rules, but it also behooves the people who hold on to the idols not to say that much about the actual functionality.
I think the ideal situation for this twist is to find the idol by yourself and then not say anything.
Mm-hmm.
And just
I agree.
leave your vote.
I agree.
Silently.
So, but if several people find the idol, they're all going to be game to this whole thing about having to say this special phrase. And so eventually people are going to be like, yeah, he's just going off like, what? Oh, that's the special phrase. Like, I think as the game progresses, people will start figuring out when people go off on these weird personal tangents. Like,
yeah.
Eventually, I think it'll come to light. Like this is part of having an idol.
Well, they've all activated it now, so they don't have to say
They
anything.
don't have to say anything.
Okay, there are more idols.
No.
Right, this.
But
I'm outing myself as having no idea what's going on.
That's okay. Why going into the merge do we get 3 idols? It just seems like a lot of idols to have on one tribe, essentially.
Yeah, but
I thought maybe he misread the instructions. And that
it depends how early in the season they get activated, though.
Right, right.
They could get activated early on, and then they could get used up before the merge.
Right. So I would think that come merge, you wouldn't get the idols anymore. Like idols would not work anymore.
Maybe this is a Survivor twist that we also will not see coming in the history of the 42 years of survival.
Well, it didn't happen last season.
Well, I'm just saying, like, maybe they're gonna throw in a thing where there's like all of a sudden like when the merge happens, it means everybody is stripped of every advantage, and you're round 0.
Imagine that would be.
I think should happen.
Alexandra.
It would totally blow their minds because they've all been trying to scheme and stuff. And if they're like everybody's at 0.
Guess what? You're all back at square one.
Why not, though?
Why not?
But why not?
Twist,
I love that.
What a merge is, you have to start your camp over and everything.
Yeah. Why do
this
people
just
get
seems
to
like
go
there's
in
not
with
very
an
many
advantage?
people. Like, how many people are left? 4, 8. Like, there's 12 people left, and 3 of them have idols.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's a lot.
What happened is if
happen. They're gonna mix these idols up, or they're gonna be like somebody can steal one, or
yeah. Well, there was a twist last season where you were allowed to, where you got an advantage where you could ask a player if they had a idol or an advantage, and if they had it on their person, they would have to give it to you. So if Mary had the idol and I had my little advantage, and I went up to Mary and I said, "Mary, do you have an idol? I have this advantage. You have to give it to me. If you have it, you'd have to give me your idol." But yeah.
What if I buried it in the sand?
You still have to give it to her.
No, you said on my person. I'm literally asking you, like, if it's I like had an idol and I read the idol.
If it's your idol, then yes.
But if I found it and it's in my,
you could give it to Kendra.
Yeah, like if it was my idol and you knew where it was, that doesn't count.
Oh yeah, no, okay, no, but I have ownership of the idol regardless of its location.
Yeah, okay. But if you're like, I'm giving my idol to Kendra, and then I asked you, no.
So I can renounce my idol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love you, but
so they screw around all the time with idols.
You move it around.
Do that because I love you.
So, I want to talk about this challenge. Oh yeah, so that situation happened last season where someone was a target for that steal, and they gave up their idol to one of their people in their alliance, and then they like faked out the other alliance, and they wasted the steal. So it was great. But
did you get his idol back though?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what?
I want to talk about this challenge.
Last season.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I want to talk about this challenge.
Yeah, you're
I think most notably was our boy Omar he struggled at knots. Okay.
It was a parade.
Basic, least physical activity thing, like most straightforward task on Survivor is just untie the knots.
That wasn't even a puzzle.
It wasn't even a knot. It was a braid.
I
Is
was
not a knot?
absolutely flabbergasted at this performance. Do y'all have any thoughts on that, or just what else transpired this challenge? Alec, where are you at?
I mean, you got to give it up to Jonathan for once again carrying his team through to a victory. It's
Mhm.
he's impressive.
It's so bad
He's
for him.
impressive, and it'll be interesting to see what happens to him come merge because he has a huge target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how everyone else reacts to him come the merge.
Yeah.
And I think it's too bad that he had to pull them through this challenge too, because this challenge wasn't even a very physical one.
No.
Anyone could get those slingshots, and you do not have to be that strong. Like, you can try. Everyone on their team could have done that. And so I think it's too bad because the other ones, he pulled them through so well because they were so physical of challenges.
Mhm.
Right.
This was not. So I think that sucks because it shows like that his team is kind of weak and that he is really just the one who is pulling that team through. And so it's going to put a huge target on his back.
Yeah.
I think we all need to strap in for the merge to happen and Jonathan to win every single immunity.
I kind of hope he does, to be honest. Like,
Mhm.
I know that we're not rooting for white men to win the show, but like, I'd like to see him just dominate at this point. He deserves to
But
I
we
win
think
this
he's
know-
stuff.
really
We
earning
have not
it,
seen like
like,
a physical challenge like beast winner in a
Right.
long time.
Right. It would
but
be
we
kind
don't
of fun.
want it. But
No.
there's another
But the
human
thing is-
element to him that I really appreciate, though. and that
Jonathan is so bad at puzzles, though. And we saw that early on. Jonathan is really bad at puzzles. So, like,
Mhm.
he's got the strength. We know he's got endurance as well. But the second that you give him a jigsaw, he is out.
merge challenges are a different beast themselves. They tend to not be as physical. They tend to be
Mhm.
these great equalizers. As I'm
Mhm.
seeing a lot of skill stuff, which I mean, I guess the slingshot today proves he has some interesting skill set. But puzzles, yeah.
Jonathan
So
is.
wouldn't that give him an advantage then if you know that really in the end, like wouldn't you want to carry him through the end if you knew that the nature of the challenges were going to become more brain over brawn? Like you know you can carry him to the end and then he becomes the sacrificial goat.
But people like him.
I was gonna say, I feel like I wouldn't want to go up against Jonathan in the jury.
Yeah, I don't think I
People
would.
are gonna be
Oh,
like, this
'cause
dude
he's a
dominated. He deserves to win because he freaking wrecked it. you
Right,
know?
unless you also played like if you had a perfect social game, you could beat him. But if you did anything to piss people off, they're going to be like, "Well, he worked really hard. You didn't do anything."
Mhm. Man, I have so much to learn from you guys.
You got to be like Alec and go watch 2.5 seasons in 2.5 days.
We gotta
Oh,
finish the
man.
thing.
There's
Uh,
one more thing I want to bring up about this challenge, and that is the Daniel of it all. So,
I can't do challenges. My shoulders hurt. I can only
What?
swim.
but I can go spearfishing.
Yeah.
Like, girly, no.
Go.
Right?
What are you doing?
I mean, okay, I can kind of see how you could be like, okay, I'm going to go spearfishing because he didn't really go spearfishing. He was like snorkeling. Like he was just chilling, looking at the pretty water and stuff. It was beautiful.
Mhm.
And like in a challenge, when you're swimming, you are really swimming. I do
Mm.
think he's a little priss, but I can see, he wasn't really spearfishing.
Yeah.
My favorite thing, though, that was said this episode, my favorite line was when they're like, "Who are you going to sit out?" And he goes, "I add no value to this."
I didn't catch that. Oh my god.
Yes, King, know your place.
Why couldn't he have done the puzzle? The
Right.
knots?
I add no value to this.
That's what I'm gonna say when I resign from my job.
I add no value to
I
this.
should,
No value to this.
oh man.
Same. I'm gonna sign out now.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny that Daniel, well, and Alec is becoming a little bit of a Daniel fan. I mean, Grant, he's out now, but
I was never
you're
a
like
fan
he's gonna
of
weasel
his.
his way out this way.
But I want to clarify, never was a fan of his. I just had this weird feeling that he was going to be this weaselly dude that was just going to kind of like keep slipping through all these votes. I think he deserved to go home today.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was something in the back of my mind telling me this dude's just gonna keep getting out of this stuff, and
That's what
He's
we
so
kind of thought was going to happen
smarmy.
too.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
we also kept like thinking of different ways that it would be funny to watch him be hurt.
We did have some fantastical
Not like
conversations about him
mean
getting hit in the head
things.
with a can.
Yeah,
but,
like being like getting a can into the forehead. That was the one.
No,
I
that
liked.
was we were gonna dodge that.
Daniel demonstrated that he was a menace to himself from the moment he got onto the island.
Yeah.
You couldn't have phrased that better, my friend.
Absolutely. It is not, we hope Daniel get hurts. It was, how will Daniel hurt himself next?
Oh, I
In
Yeah.
what
even better.
incredible way.
Oh my God.
Mary, did you think that Daniel was going to make it through tonight?
No.
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 I was like, now that bitch is out of here.
No, he talks too much. He takes up way too much space. Like, I think that's what we were saying is like he'll like wear you down because he'll lash on you and he'll just talk until you're just like, whatever you want. Just stop talking.
Mhm.
And I think everybody collectively was like, just stop talking. Like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, just go away, man. Because he wasn't adding value. He's
Mhm.
adding words.
Yeah,
That's
he's
a
a
word.
lawyer, and that's it.
No,
Yeah.
Straight to jail.
I had no.
He panic talks.
Yeah.
Like he just like says things that don't mean anything, but it sounds like he's saying something of substance, but you can't really grasp what that is.
Well, he knows he has a point
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Sounds like
He's
a lawyer.
looking for
Yeah,
the,
he's a lawyer.
the
Yeah, he's just
destination
talking
as
in
he says
circles
it.
and trying to out-talk everybody.
Yeah, I hear that
Bye-bye.
for sure. So I want to get into, what was that, Mary?
Oh, nothing. I just was gonna say I want to talk about Jonathan more.
Ooh.
He's Poseidon, and I love him.
Oh yeah, Mary likes seeing him swim.
Yeah, they did that shot of him like through the blue water, and he was like with the spear. Oh my God.
It was actually a really good shot.
It was really beautiful.
It was.
Mhm.
It was
I
like this should be Aquaman.
He's the god of water.
Yeah, I hear that.
Poseidon,
I
a
hear
survivor.
Mhm. Yeah.
God. I travel the world. I want to address your question. I think Daniel does hold the record for getting hurt the fastest on Survivor. Landed on the island and poof, man down.
Immediately.
Incredible. But I want to talk about this vote now. Unless Alec, any final thoughts on Jonathan? No. Okay.
Icon, legend, daddy.
Icon, legend, daddy. Period.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for the happy belated birthday, Sophie.
Oh yeah, happy belated birthday.
If anybody wants to see a really chaotic video of me, Sam, Josh, and Alec drunk on Sam's birthday, go watch it on our channel. It's entitled Sam's Birthday.
Please don't. Don't watch it.
Alec does some weird dancing, and you're gonna love it. He's gonna be a star. Jelly Donut says, I have tea to spill on the vote.
Ooh.
Jelly Donuts, spill it. Where you at?
No.
But okay, so this vote goes down. First time we go through the rounds, we get 2 votes Daniel, 2 votes Chanel, 1 vote Mike. As we know, Chanel was that 1 vote on Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Wild. Absolutely wild. Where did that come from? This vote was, and then Daniel goes after the split. We didn't see like anything, I thought, leading up to this that would lead us to believe, like, to explain this vote. So I'm wondering if y'all have like thoughts on why it went down the way it did. Ken, are you like ready? Do you?
No, sorry. I was just someone texted me and I was
okay.
who it was.
I know you were like, oh, I got something to say.
No, I just like checked out for a second.
Well, do you want to kick us off? Why do you think that this vote went down the way it? Well, because we had sort of the jostling for power between Romeo and Hai and Mike and Lydia. So I think because it was Lydia and Hai went for, I don't remember how it went.
I don't remember.
I think Hai wrote down Daniel. I believe.
Well,
On the
because
first, if just from watching the
And then Lydia.
play. I wasn't
I don't
paying too
remember.
much attention to what everyone else wrote down because I was just watching to see who wrote down Mike.
yeah,
So
I was
didn't
looking
really pay
to
too much
see.
attention to what
I
everyone-
forgot they did that.
Chanel allegedly voted for Mike. But
Yeah,
Daniel
this
would
changes
play,
what I'm bringing to the table here.
and that's what I was thinking. Would play his. I don't know what SITD.
I don't
Shot
know.
Shot in the dark.
Shot in the dark.
Oh, right.
Oh.
To prevent her from going by default, she voted Mike to try and convince Lydia and Hai to save her. Okay, that makes sense though.
Oh, because
Mm.
if she had voted for Daniel and Daniel played his shot in the dark and got was safe or whatever, then she would automatically go home because the rest of the voted for her.
Mhm.
Smart.
Okay.
I like
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, that makes sense. I had no idea where that came from. I was confused.
No, that does
Yeah.
make a lot of sense.
I figured it had something to do with like splitting votes or
That's what I thought too. I was like, maybe they tried to get a tie, but I don't remember them talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
It's
I
still,
appreciated that she called Daniel out for being smarmy. I like her.
yeah.
yeah, before the
I'm a
vote.
fan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, she was like, he's playing a game right now.
Yeah.
Chanel was not
Yeah,
ready to have any
that's
sort of
it.
like positive vibes towards Daniel. Alec, how did you feel about how Tribal went down?
Well, now my thoughts are a lot lessened now that the Mike voted because I was just like, why would you do this? And then because you could have guaranteed, essentially on the first go around, Daniel going out.
Mhm.
And then you put yourself in a weird position. Like everyone's going to wonder who's the one that voted on Mike because that wasn't the consensus. But now it makes sense and you can have that easily explain away why you voted the way you
Yeah,
did.
it stirs it up a little.
Yeah, I agree. That does
Yeah.
make sense.
But I do find it interesting that they had another tie out the gate. There isn't like a strong group alliance here. There's there's splintering here. And it's hard to tell which way anyone's going at any given point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this tribe confuses me. I have no idea what's going on with them.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that this
thank you for
tribal
saying
was
that.
pretty straightforward, aside from the Mike vote, and now we've cleared that up.
Mhm.
So I think now that we've seen how divided this tribe is, I want to ask y'all a question. I love my questions. I feel like this tribe will probably be the first to split post merge.
Oh yeah.
Who do you think is the most likely to stray from the group on another tribe, or where do you see new alliances forming in our merge? Because we are coming into the merge next week. So just to get a little speculative, who do you think will be breaking away from their original tribe and maybe looking elsewhere?
Yeah, I think Chanel's gone immediately. I think Chanel is like getting out of that zone as soon as she can. I think that Hai and Lydia are pretty linked up, but I think they're all going to go different ways. I don't know if they're going to stick with Mike because Mike's an idiot. Like Mike's dumb.
Yeah.
And he runs his mouth.
Yeah.
But I definitely see Chanel and Drea bonding.
So do I.
I see Hai and Romeo linking up. They're two little matchstick boys. And they can have like a little orchestra on their rib cages. I don't know. That sounds fun. Jelly Donuts, let us know that your teacup has been refilled and needs to be spilled again. Fill it up.
Yeah, I don't think blue or green are going to stick together this merge. I think that everyone's going to kind of go into separate places. I could see Mike and Roxroy together. But I don't think that would last very long. Like, I think they're going to be quick to go come merge. Who else was I thinking I could see together? I don't remember now.
I think Kathy's really the tightest group. And even then, they might jettison Marianne. She's feeling unsure. So, really, we just sort of have groups of 3.
I kind of feel like Marianne and Mike are going to link up.
Oh, really?
Because Marianne's very clearly on the bottom of her tribe.
Right.
But
I think she's going to be exiled. Oh, I'm sorry.
But she has all of this power. And she now knows who else has the power. And I think she's going to seek out the other two people who have the idols that she spoke to and maybe join up there, because Mike's kind of also in like this weird gray area on the tribe where he's not really super tight with anybody. So I could see them like linking up and being like a power couple with their solely based on them having advantages, not because they're strategic.
You know, I could see Omar following Marianne though.
Same. He's so committed to Jonathan though.
I know, but I think he was expressing frustration with Jonathan this episode because he's being too social. He's not playing a good social game. Like he's being petty with Marianne and he's saying stupid shit at challenges that's like revealing things about their tribe. And so I think that come merge, if Jonathan isn't doing what Omar needs him to be doing, like progressing through the game like he needs him to be, then I think that he could link into Marianne because he knows or he thinks that Marianne has these advantages. And he's like expressed how valuable those are already. So I could see them.
And because I specifically also don't see Marianne linking up with Drea and Chanel. I think they'll look at her and be like, you're whack as fuck. Like, this is not.
I could see her with maybe Lydia. Maybe they'll do like a young people's thing.
Maybe.
Yeah. Like a festival?
Like a little festy thing.
Alec, who do you think are like the likely cross tribe alliances? Who's splitting? Who's pairing up?
The only people I can really think I like feel pretty good about them, like mostly staying together and working together, would be Jonathan, Omar, and Lydia. I feel pretty good about them, like working
Jonathan,
together.
Omar,
at
and
least
Lindsay.
Thank you,
Lindsay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that could start splintering off in later. But I think, like you guys said, I think Marianne's gonna go off on her own way and find someone else to link up with. But I also think that the like trio of Jonathan, Lindsay, and Omar would like still communicate with Marianne. Like I think they would still, you know, be cool with potentially whatever's going on there.
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I don't really have much more to say. I feel like there's going to be a lot of splintering at this merge.
Yeah. Everyone's acting super buddy with their tribe, but I don't see anybody really being.
Well, I don't think that like I don't remember what colors are colors, but like no one really has a strong connection on any tribe besides maybe Drea and Romeo. And then the orange tribe is all together, obviously. But the other, like, there's no other real strong connections that we know about. And so I kind of think that maybe they'll come together as a bigger group and be like, okay, let's get at least one or two people off from Tattoo. And
wait,
Tattoo.
orange?
Yeah, I don't know my colors or my names. The orange yellow one. Let's get some people off of them first.
So,
Alex, just to break them down.
Alex, did you want to address this point that you've got up on the screen right now?
Yes. So are they going to do the twist where they send someone to another island and have them break the idol or the hourglass that Erica did in season 41? I don't know 100%, but from everything I've heard, yes, the hourglass is happening again. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I've heard. This is a twist where after merge, they get broken up into two tribes for just one challenge. And whichever tribe of that challenge wins is safe. And the other one, they have to go to tribal between themselves and like a half of the group tribal. But then one person on the losing tribe is exiled to an island by themselves where they have to make a decision where they can break an hourglass. And if they break the hourglass, then the original winner tribe becomes the loser tribe and the loser tribe becomes the winner tribe. So
what if she doesn't break the hourglass?
Then it stays the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay.
You'll see next time.
We'll talk about it.
Somebody help me.
There's essentially no reason that someone on the losing side would not break the hourglass.
Yeah, I was like, what is the advantage of?
It's sort of set up because then they would be safe. But
the person that's exiled is safe. The only thing that it's a purely chaos move.
It's not regardless. They're not safe. Like if Erica had gone back, she would have gone to tribal council. Yeah, that's how that works.
I don't think so.
No.
I'm like 80% certain that's how that works.
We're gonna someone in the comments let us know.
I'm not any percent
Yeah, I was
certain.
going to say, take it to the people. Who knows?
Yeah,
Who
I'm
knows?
pretty sure that she was safe no matter what.
Ooh,
That's what I
apparently-
thought.
Oh, no. She did not compete.
Oh, wait.
Oh, that's right. They don't compete at all.
No, she was on the losing. I thought she was on the losing tribe.
No, she drew a rock.
What?
No, I think we're
What?
mixing things up.
I think
I think you're
I
mixing
think
things
we're
up.
about the current
no, we're
season.
not. It's okay.
Okay, all right.
I think that we're like mixing up different twists.
Yeah, God, no. Someone
Because
let us
he
know in
was
the
involved in
comments.
a number of twists.
Yeah.
Erica had a lot going on.
How I thought it went down was Erica was on the losing team and was picked by the winners to go off on her own to the island for 24 hours. She would be back for the vote where she would be up for elimination, which is like more impetus to break the hourglass.
Okay, here it is.
Um,
From Jelly Donuts. 2 people sat out, and the winning team had to pick one person to be safe and one person to go to exile.
mhm.
Work. Okay.
To count Danny's criticism and evolve that hourglass twist. Yep, we'll see. Yeah, too many twists and turns travel the world. I hear you on that. But I do think that they'll bring it back. I'm interested to see how it works. I'm interested to see if someone turns it down because they're trying to get out a target.
But
That would be a power play.
I could see Marianne being the person that gets exiled because
Yeah.
that's why they sent Erica in the first place, is because
Mm.
everyone was kind of like pissed at Erica at camp.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like they send the person who they're annoyed with.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I was going to say. Marianne does not seem like she's carrying any favors with anybody right now.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's what I feel about Daniel. If we're swinging it back around, like, shut
Mhm.
up, man.
Mhm.
But being sent to exile gave Erica so much power that she like really was able to excel then through the game.
But Marianne
Mhm.
already has tons of power, so they'd be giving her more power.
Not necessarily, they don't know that.
I know, but
Yeah.
that would also
I think
maybe
it's
be
heavily
some-
inferred, though. I'm with Mary. I think that enough like advantages have been found through this game where like they know that if you're sending someone off to that island, there is a chance at an advantage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they know
So
there's
yeah.
twists everywhere.
Mhm.
And it's probably not going to be a totally bad thing for them.
Mhm. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's sort of where I'm at. Like, I think you're kind of silly if you think by sending someone off that they're not going to come back potentially.
Did
with
I
an
spoil
advantage.
something? Because I don't know any tea. I'm
didn't
just
spoil
saying
anything.
it would be fun to send Marianne to exile.
Yeah, you didn't spoil anything.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Don't
You
I
didn't
didn't
spoil
I don't know
anything.
any tea, so don't take anything I said as fact.
Right.
Um,
Unless someone else knows some tea and is like, way to tell them.
So we haven't done our superlatives in a second. I think it'd be fun to rattle through and do like check in pre-merge, see where we're at in this game. We start with Gorge of the Jungle.
I'm so
Who
bad at
is-
thinking of these.
Oh no, what are we doing?
They're not here.
They're not in there.
No.
That's why we haven't been doing them.
Okay, but who's playing the best game right now? Alex. in your
Best
opinion,
game.
Who's playing the best game right now?
Think of someone
Uh,
who-
It's Jonathan.
You think it's
Oh,
Jonathan?
okay.
Why?
Jonathan's killing the challenges. He's in the only real strong alliance of the game. And he has the most safety just being himself.
Mhm.
So work, Jonathan. You're the Gorge of the Jungle.
Yeah.
Jelly Donuts thinks Drea. Ken, where are you at?
I was going in between Jonathan and Omar. I think Omar he got a little tick on him today because he didn't do well in that puzzle. But I think that he's playing a good game too. And he's being smarter than Jonathan socially. And so even though he's not very strong or anything, he's not great at these challenges, he is aligned with people who are. And that's not going to help him in the merge, but you know,
Mhm.
we'll
I
see how
hear
that
ya.
goes.
Mary, where are you at? Who do you think's
I'm-
playing the best?
I'm gonna go with Drea, and that is because I don't even know who that is. And my theory is that whoever's playing the quietest game, right? Whoever's under the radar the most is at the greatest advantage right now, right? So like if you're making too much noise and I know what's going on with you, you're out.
It's
If
our
Mary
work,
knows
Mary.
you, we're screwed.
No.
Alec, where are you at?
I'm
love it.
also, I feel, as of right now, what we know right now, I feel it's Omar. Attaching yourself to someone like Jonathan. You know, what if he's also like kind of more athletic than any of us realize? What if he's like pulling some of his punches? I doubt it. I doubt it.
I'm so bad at
We
it.
haven't seen him. We haven't
Really?
seen him try.
Work.
I mean, that'd be a gag, but no, I think he's really smart, and he's gonna be around for a while. And
Ugh.
he's likable.
Mm-hmm.
People are gonna like him when merge comes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, apparently, so we just watched, what was it, season 7 recently, where there was a bring back episode. Apparently, there could be a bring back episode in our next week.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised because Jackson left, so they kind of like have an extra spot, right?
That's true. Yeah,
Because he left unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're right.
Yeah.
They are down one more than they should be at the merge. That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
I hope they bring Daniel back.
Oh, so are they going to compete for it? If they have to compete for it, will Daniel sit out?
I'm just gonna sit this out. I have no value to this.
Just wanted to come back to watch.
Oh, my shoulder.
Okay, but my top player in the game right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to Romeo. He is the equivalent of he's Omar's equivalent on the other tribe. He has someone who is more outspoken and more of a target sort of sitting in front of him. But he is still equally involved in how those decisions go down.
Yeah.
And I think that frankly Taku like hasn't been to tribal as much. They lost a person naturally and then they had to go to tribal, but they haven't been in a minute. So I feel like they're unused to playing. They're going to have sort of that culture shock when they get back into having to do tribal council again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think they're going to have, since they're the tightest, they're going to have the most trouble with it. Could be wrong. They could dominate, but if Jonathan's your only Lindsay also to me gives some challenge winner vibes potentially.
I'm like very unenthused by Lindsay. I feel like she just hasn't had any role in the show so far.
She's getting the Heather edit where we do not see her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what's her problem? Because Heather had dark
too.
secrets.
The Dara edit.
The Dara edit, who was the mortician who made top 4 and had 3 interviews.
It felt like it.
That's what I'm talking about. Whoever that Lindsay is,
The past
is playing a
season.
much better game than Drea at this point.
Well, we haven't even mentioned Tori this episode.
I don't know.
Screw
True.
Tori.
Not about
Oh.
Tori.
No, because Tori gets
Tori,
my Hot
I
Mess
thought Tori
Express
was
award.
tried.
No.
Because even when we are
Wait,
going
Sam, can you repeat that?
I'm going to say I'm skipping to the Hot Mess Express award. Tori gets my Hot Mess Express award because even when her tribe is safe, she manages to get them to hate her. How are you like that actively? Like they're just like, we got to get this girl out. Like she.
Yeah. I agree. I'm going to just jump right in. I agree, Sam. I think that's my hot mess too. Because and she's a professional therapist and she's out there lying so that she can like target people better and use her therapy skills as like a threat, which I just feel like is really unethical. And I just don't like her at all. And she's not very good at using these therapy skills. So I don't know where she went to school, but
No, she's a bad therapist. But I don't mind that she's using her powers for evil.
no,
I don't.
no, exactly.
I'm kind of into it. I'm like, yes, queen.
I just want to see something good.
Yes,
A
yeah, I want
good
some good.
therapist.
Alec, who's your hot mess?
Marianne.
Marianne.
I really no
Oh,
explanation
that's
is really
pause.
needed on that.
But like, why specifically?
Because she just was team too much. Team too much. Settle down.
Yes, babe, too much. Okay, Mary, where are you at? Who's your hot mess right now?
My hot mess would have to be. I'm gonna go with Jonathan. Jonathan had a little bit of a moment in the beginning there where he needed some time to himself. And at the beginning of that challenge, I thought he was gonna like bust some muscles until he got a chance to shoot that slingshot.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think he's gonna crack up, you guys. I think he's like after the bearing the weight of carrying that whole team and then going into merge being a huge target. I think he's a quiet rumbling under the surface mess.
He's
right now.
storming a little bit.
I think he's stewing and seething maybe a little.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Alex, who is your
Amazing.
hot mess of the week?
My hot mess has to be Rox and Lydia because they got sent on that journey together. And if they had just listened to the other one for 2 seconds, they would have known that they could have risked their vote. That was just a dumb move. Like,
Yep.
waste of our time that we had to watch it, waste of their time that they had to go.
Word. We're never gonna get that back.
No.
Yeah.
I agree. And finally, we have our dark horse. Who do we think is emerging from the shadows?
Ken,
Who
did you say your hot
surprises?
mess?
Yeah, it was Tori.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay.
I hate her.
But who is your dark horse? Who's your surprise emerging from the shadows? Alex, do you have anyone who's surprising you?
Honestly, and this is going to be controversial, y'all aren't going to like it, but I think it's Mike. Mike really made a good game move today by activating his idol. He's really shown to be more strategic than we give him credit for. He's not being very sociable on this tribe, but if he gets along with, or if he links up with the right person post-merge, he could be a force to reckon with.
And I agree. I think if he links up with Marianne, they can be two little weird cuckoos together
That everyone hates.
Yeah, that everyone hates, but they don't have to hate as long as they don't hate each other, they're good.
They're fine.
Yeah. Mary, I know this whole season has sort of been a dark horse for you. But did anyone's actions tonight really surprise you?
Jennifer. No, Jennifer. Never mind. No. No. I'm gonna go with no.
Jennifer, the dark horse of the season.
Dark horse. She's so dark. She's not on the show.
That we know of.
No,
Not yet.
Yeah, right. Who are they gonna bring back?
Watch Jenny come back next week.
No, I don't know. I mean, everybody seems to be equally sort of on. No, nobody's gonna surprise me. I don't think.
Okay, Ken, anyone surprising you?
My dark horse right now, I don't know if I'd say for this episode, but like for the whole season as a whole so far, is Romeo.
Ooh,
You got someone agreeing with you in the comments.
Hey, look at that. Yes, Jelly Donuts. And by the way, I think Lindsay is like 33. I saw your question. Maybe 34. But yeah, I think it's Romeo because he's like latching on to people and kind of playing quietly.
And for a similar reason, I'm going to say my girl Lydia. I am shocked that she has positioned herself so well. I thought she was certainly a target tonight, potentially, to try and even things out a little bit. I know Daniel was the obvious target, but like Lydia is one of those ones who could just have gotten chopped at any time. I think she's playing a good game. I'm actually thinking she's going to go into the merge pretty strong if she keeps things up with high. Alec, who's your dark horse right now?
I was actually debating between Lydia and Romeo. I think I'm going to land on Romeo for now because I feel a little bit more confident about where he's landing going into the merge. But I do feel kind of the similar things about Lydia. I feel like she could be on a good trajectory. She should stick with high and really build that bond because that could be really good for her. But yeah, for now, it's Romeo for me.
Great. Okay, y'all. Well, I think that's our show tonight. Does anyone have any final comments on the episode?
Can't wait for merge.
Can't wait for merge.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I can't wait for merge.
Please remember to follow the Couch Potato Queens on Twitter. That's at Couch Potato Queens, QWNZ. Instagram at Couch Potato Queens spelled normally. Subscribe to this channel, like this video. Leave us a comment. Tell us how cute we look. It really is helpful for us, and we really appreciate it.
It's helpful.
We have a
Oh, how cute we are.
2-hour episode. It's helpful on so many levels, Ken. You know, it boosts us in the algorithm and it boosts us right in the feels too.
Yes.
You know, nothing better than being complimented under our videos. 2 hours next week episode, so we will see you at 10 p.m. next week.
No,
Also,
I think it's on from 7 to 9.
79.
we'll check. We'll be after the episode as per usual, but just
Yeah.
remember it's a weird episode next week. You can also catch us on Friday, of course, for our Drag Race recap podcast. Anywhere else that the people can catch us right now, Alex and Ken?
No, those are the only 2 shows that we have going on right
Yeah.
now. It is a slow TV moment.
I was just
Wow.
thinking about that earlier.
Yeah.
It never happens. Our busy season.
Yeah.
My busy season. Well, folks, it's been The Realist. Do not forget to outwit, outlast, and outgay. We love you. Don't let